So now let's talk about the difference between coaching and mentorship. And people a lot of times get confused. Not only the people who seek a coach or a mentor, but the people who do the coaching and mentorship, unfortunately, do not go and study what is the key features and the actual job and work of a coach or a mentor. And sometimes they kind of intertwine both. And the person who's being coached or mentored is the one who falls into this confusion and they're not quite sure where the lines are drawn. So I'll give you a very good example. Let's take football, and we're talking about the football that the rest of the world knows as football and not American football. They should have named it something else, let's be honest. So, football, the one that you kick with your foot, right? Let's stick with that. Now, a football team coach, right? If you are watching the English League, English Premier League, the coach of, Arsenal or Manchester City or Manchester United, the Spanish League, Barcelona or Real Madrid, whichever, or your local football teams. Now you have a coach, and this coach is always on the sideline. This is the one that is already set the game plan with the players. He or she knows where to place the players, or your strongest points are defense. I want to see you in the midfield. You are the scorer, the striker, puts it on. Oh, well, when the ball's with this one, let's say Messi, because I like Messi, then, how do you support it? Who covers the left wing? Who covers the right wing? That was the coach does. And during the game, while the game is played, this coach is on the sideline looking at every detail and analyzing every step and what are the strategies that needs to be put, because the short-term goal of that team is to win that match, right? And then the next midterm goal is probably when the game set, which is usually like in big championships, you are in groups, so you want to come on top of a group. And then the ultimate large long term goal is basically to win the championship. It could be the FIFA, it could be the European clubs, whatever your goal, the ultimate goal is. So that's how you break it down. And your coach is on the sideline analyzing every single game, every single move, every single mistake, all right, strength, and even analyzing the other parties, the competition. How are they playing? How are they sneaking in on the team? How are they using the gaps and the glitches in our team? So that's the job of a coach. And the coach helps the player. Now they were saying, if you notice, now the coach would give a strategy and a plan to play, but during the game, the coach is on the sideline. It is up to each player to make the decisions on the field to score or defend or to pass or to maneuver to get the ball. So that's the same thing in life. If when I would coach you, I would be on your sideline, analyzing, strategizing with you and everything. But when you go out there, right, to do your things, you're doing it on your own. I am not there to come and whisper nice things in your ears and say, oh, say like this, or talk like this, or do like this. It just does not work. So the coach sort of works with you so you can learn the ways that needs to be done so you can excel, right? And you can achieve your short-term, mid-term, long-term goals. Now, what's a mentor? Taking the example of football itself, to me, one of the greatest legends is Ronaldinho, right? And he was in Barcelona. He's the Brazilian player. Now, when you would bring Ronaldinho, let's say to the current Barcelonian team, the Barcelona, and we have Yamal, who's the latest star coming up, and let's say whoever's Real Madrid, please don't hate me. It's just that's where my interest is, right? And he's not gonna tell Yamal, this is how you need to play in this. No. He is a mentor. He's going to tell him generally how he survived in Barcelona when he was younger, how he handled the rest of the team, the challenges. He will talk about his experiences. He'll talk about his journey and how from his journey the youngster can actually learn something. So he's not going to sit and teach him strategy or the next game plan, or going, this is how you will have to the next match, 1 2 3 4, this is what you're going to do. That's the coach's job. As a mentor, I'm going to tell you how I survived my this age that you're in. How did I learn? How did I grow? How did I work with my team members? How did I use media and marketing to make myself a big name so then I can get paid this millions of dollars when I get sold from one football team to the other. So that's what a mentor would ideally do, and that's the so I hopefully with this football example, you're able to understand the difference between a coach and a mentor. I've had many mentors. In any given year I have 4 to 5 mentors, and I go to them with specific asks, right? It has nothing to do with legal or coaching. I once went to a managing director and I said, I love your leadership style. Could you mentor me? And then every before every session, and it's informal, I will ask him questions beforehand so he can prep. He's like, so if you got put into this situation, how would you handle it? Has nothing to do with how I handle it. I don't tell him I am in that situation, right? I tell him that if you got put in that situation, how would you handle it? And he tells me his experience and insights. Or what is the most important thing according to you in leadership? I had another mentor that was awesome in networking. He would just go into a room and attract everyone's attention to him in a good way. And it was fascinating for me. And I went up to him and I said, hey, I'd like you to mentor me on the art of network. How do you do it? How do you? So it's all about the mentor, right? My coach, I do have a coach, and my business coach will sit with me every 2 weeks and say, okay, you had goals. Did you achieve them? Why? How? When you achieved them, what are the results? You did not achieve them. Why did you not achieve them? What do you think went wrong? What can you do better? So she sits with me for 45 minutes, and we're discussing my previous period, which is 2 weeks, targets, my actions, what I've done, what I've not done, what I failed in, what are my mindset, everything. And then we sit and plan the next week, and these are my short-term goals. 2 weeks is my short-term goals currently with my coach. So this is how it works in real life, away from the football and the gaming. I hope this helps explain and for you to understand in simple words what's the difference between coaching and mentorship.